Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got back from the theaters. So I'll just include this to my 31 days of horror movie reviews. I just got done watching Halloween Ends. Even though it's going to be on Peacock, I decided to take the chance and go see it in theaters. Oh boy. Oh boy. After 2018, I feel like a new breath of fresh air was brought into this franchise. And so, I gotta be honest though, after Halloween Kills, I was not highly anticipating this last movie. I also don't really know how much I buy that this is the last Halloween film. And you know what? Normally I would go into the synopsis, the plot, but I don't really know how to. I This movie's weird. It is. Let's just skip all that and I'll tell you my thoughts. I did not care for this movie. I didn't. I think this movie is flawed, heavily flawed, has a whole lot of issues that even for somebody who wasn't looking forward to this, even somebody who wasn't expecting a whole lot from it, I left disappointed. I left feeling like I wasted my goddamn time. Now, maybe you won't feel that way if you do watch it on Peacock, if you watch it at home and you don't spend the money, if you don't go to the theaters like I did. But for this whole big epic conclusion, for this whole thing of like, hey, we're going to go out with a bang, we have Jamie Lee Curtis for the last time, I just thought this could have and should have been better. I don't want to misconstrue this review by having you think that I'm going to trash everything about it. I do think it's directed well. I think David Gordon Green does a good job, as good as he has done directing wise, and I think the acting is good as well. Jamie Lee Curtis has always been great, especially as Laurie Strode, and seeing her seemingly more try to not be the paranoid Laurie Strode that we saw before. She's more trying to cope and deal and live and move on with things that have happened. Her granddaughter, Allison, is played by Andy Medichek, and she's been a character that I have tried to get into, that I have tried to relate to or connect with in these movies, because it felt like maybe they were going to try to set her up as the new main lead or the new pseudo Laurie Strode, the new final girl. And I never really got there with her. And in this movie especially, it felt like she was just here just to be here, just because of her connection to Laurie. And her character did a lot of dumb things, a lot of things that just made me not really care for her as much as I probably should have. There's a new character introduced, Corey. He's played by Rowan Campbell. And this character was in this movie a whole lot more than I would have expected, than I think you guys would expect. And it's not like he does a bad job. I mean, acting wise, he does what he can. And I just feel like he was in a tough position to have to be the character that he is, and you know, the messed up stuff that his character has gone through. But I don't know, guys. I don't even know exactly what I wanted and what I thought this movie should be, but it wasn't this. The main problems I have with this film is the script, is the story, is the plot, and what this movie decides to spend the majority of its time doing. This film does not really care as much as the trailer did. The trailer shows you this big epic conclusion and battle between Laurie and Michael, and that's not what this movie is giving you for the most part. This movie, it honestly feels like there was a separate script to another horror movie that they couldn't figure out how to get made or get completed. So they said, let's just weave it into Michael Myers. Let's just weave it into the Halloween name. And there's your movie. You know, there was a good chunk of this film where I was either bored or I was wondering what was the point of everything going on. Why is this happening? Why is this scene happening? And then there's certain characters that go in certain directions, and I just wonder, why are we doing this? Why are we going in this direction? I guess a part of me can appreciate that they did try something different, because they definitely did. They definitely tried something different, but that's like saying those old Halloween sequels where they had that cult, surrounding Michael Myers. Oh, well, at least they tried something different. Let's give them credit. And so it's like, I don't know if I want to just give it credit for that, because I just didn't care for what they did in this movie. I think Michael Myers was kind of wasted. And I know that it's the same people involved writing wise. It's the same director for all three of these movies, but it does not feel like these movies were well planned, were well thought out, were well put together to feel connected. They all feel like different made type movies. And again, I'm being nice because I do think that there are decent stuff in it. There are decent kills in it, decent gore in it. And I think the music in this movie is very intense and worked. But the story sucks. Honestly, I just did not care for Halloween Ends. And if I had more anticipation, if I was more excited about this movie, if I cared about this franchise more, maybe I'd be more angry. Maybe I'd be more like, what the fuck? What did they do to my franchise? But at this point, Halloween has had more bad movies than good, that it's just like, I don't think they know what to do with this character, with this franchise. It's all a big mess. This movie feels like a big, big mess. Yeah, I'm gonna give Halloween Ends some old bullshit.
Man, this some old bullshit.
So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too saw Halloween Ends. What did you think of it? Did you like it more than I did? Am I being too harsh? Or did you see it and you agree that it kinda sucks? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!